This is Red Light, Green Light 123 with D and Z. Here are your hosts, D and Z. Welcome to this week's episode of Red Light, Green Light 123 with D and Z. I am Z, and here's how it goes. D and I give you our top 1, 2, 3 fantasy starts or green lights, and top 1, 2, 3 fantasy sits or red lights. We're going to start with our red lights first. D, who are you sitting this week?
Yeah, so first up for me is Garrett Wilson against the Bills. I think the Bills are going to take this game personally and shut down the Jets in Buffalo. Number 2 might surprise you. It's Pat Mahomes. He's playing Denver in Denver. Denver plays defense, man. I'm not taking any chances with a playoff berth on the line. I'm going to sit Pat Mahomes. And my last one is Kenneth Walker versus Carolina. I don't like his chances to play, and even if he plays in the game, I worry about him exiting early. So I would stay away from Kenneth Walker.
Smart choices. Definitely smart choices. For me, I'm starting with the Vikings. I do not like Kirk Cousins this week against the Lions. The Lions are aggressive. They play physical, and Kirk Cousins didn't really do that well against the Jets. So we'll see. The Lions are surging. I don't like Kirk Cousins' chances. Sit number 2 for me, I don't like Daniel Jones against the Eagles. Slay, Bradbury, that defense is very strong. Jones had a fumble last week. Right. The ball security continues to be an issue throughout his career. Decision making has been better, but ultimately, I really don't like the matchup at all against the Eagles. And last but not least, I don't like Justin Herbert. Not this week, not against the Dolphins.
He just hasn't been having a good season either, you know?
Yeah, no, it's steadily, it's just been lackluster the entire season.
And people drafted him. I'm sure people drafted him really high. You know, they were expecting, I don't know, a Pat Mahomes type season. But
well, you figure he makes the jump, right? You figured they would make the jump just on talent alone, but they don't have the receiver core.
Yeah, they've been hurt.
Yeah, but ultimately, that falls on Herbert, and that Dolphins defense is good. It's a very stout defense, so it's going to be ugly. It's going to be an ugly, ugly game, and it may signal the beginning of the end for Coach Brandon Staley out in Los Angeles. But those are our red lights. Who are your green lights, Dave?
Oh, man, I am just all over the Thursday night game. First up, Davante Adams versus the Rams. Love it. I don't care about Jalen Ramsey. Adams should still be good for 60 yards and a touchdown. The other guy, Josh Jacobs. Love him too. He's been tearing it up the last couple of weeks. Josh is torching the league right now, and Aaron Donald is out tomorrow night. So, yeah, Jacobs, you starting. And my surprise, I got a Ram on here. I got Cam Akers going against that Raider defense, coming off of a 2-touchdown game. I can expect 60 yards and another 2 touchdowns for him.
Wow. That's big. You're all in.
I'm all in, and I hate Thursday night games. I hate them. I never play players in my Thursday night game. I'm playing all my guys tomorrow.
I don't blame you. It's a short week. It's lackluster football. And then next year, I read a report that we're going to get a Black Friday game. So we're officially going to get football all damn weekend, that weekend. So God bless America. For my starts, my green lights, take the Cowboys. Cowboys defense against the Texans. Davis Mills is back under center. That's all you need to know. Kyle Allen's out. Davis Mills is in. Doesn't matter. They're going to get to him. They're going to get to him hard. And expect double digits, mid to upper double digits from the Cowboys defense this week. My second pick, DeAndre Swift. I love the Lions running game. And I think DeAndre Swift is going to carve up the Vikings. I think if Zonovan Knight can go for 90, DeAndre Swift can easily go for 130 or 140 and possibly a touchdown as well. And for me, my last green light, Tua Tagovailoa against the Chargers. I think Tua is going to have a bounce back game. He was slightly off last week, did not play up to what he's been playing this year, which was high quality football, right? And everybody is entitled to have an off game. Everybody's entitled to have a bad game from time to time, despite what Dan Orlovsky said in a pretty heated three-way discussion with Ryan Clark and Marcus Spears. Dan Orlovsky was defending Tua last week, saying that he played well. No, sir, he did not play well. But he's going to have a bounce-back game. Chargers defense is okay at best. Very good on some days.
It's tough because he's coming into the game with an ankle injury, and I believe both of his tackles are hurt.
I think that he's still going to be able to overcome it. You get the ball out quickly to Waddle and Hill, you'll be fine. All you have to get it out in less than 2 seconds.
He is averaging 20 fantasy points a game the last 3 games.
So I think that's a good play. It's definitely going to be a smart play. He may not rush for a touchdown, but he'll definitely throw for at least 2. But those are ours. What are yours? Hit us up, faderoutemail@gmail.com, or slide in those DMs on IG at FadeRoutePodcast. Drop us a line on Twitter at FadeRouteDNZ. But it's time for us to run the go route again. We'll talk to you next week. Want to get on the action, we want to hear from you. Hit us up, faderoutemail@gmail.com. Slide in our DMs on IG at FadeRoutePodcast. Drop us a DM on Twitter at FadeRouteDNZ. Comment on our YouTube channel, The Fade Route with DNZ. Questions, comments, picks, segment suggestions, you name it, we want to hear from you. Get at us, in crowd. Thanks for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you like what you heard and want to hear more, be sure to like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Rate us 5 stars, leave us a review, turn on subscription notifications, and tell your friends. Spread the word, spread it wide.